Constantine and King Shark.
Wait a minute. Is that freaking high? Oh, I thought that was freaking. Yo, who did I think that was? I thought that was Homelander, but it's Thor. I was like, Homelander? You gotta die right now, son. Just when you find out Homelander is a secret Avenger. I mean, he is kind of a ripoff of King Piccolo. He did become a ripoff Cell. He is weaker than Broly, Beerus, and Jiren. And he's not entirely immortal. But the Chad Omega kills off his own kind, which is a really Chad move. I will say that's a Chad move.
He was weaker physically, but
Whoa, 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 whoa. He has 7, alright? 7. He had to use a lot of his power holding up his 7 greatnesses. He wanted to destroy an entire universe and the realm of all the Kais. That's a Chad move.
I wasn't talking about his balls.
Look, I'm telling you why he's a Chad. He was pure evil incarnate. That was a Chad move too. And he was born from dark energy. I mean, that's just Chad beyond Chad. And he said he was a god of destruction in Japan, so that made him even more Chad. So he was doing that before Beerus was doing that, back when being a Chad was everything.
Wait, did they take off Messenger off their website?
Oh yeah, Dark, it already started.
I think they took Messenger off their website. If so, why?
Who?
Oh, here we go. Wait, I think I found it. PlayStation.
Sounds about right.
But if so, why? Why did they do that?
It's PlayStation. Oh yeah. He was so Chad that he turned black when he got an upgrade. I mean, Omega Shenron was Chad. Unless I'm in the room, then I'm more Chad than he is. I mean, that's obvious. I mean, if I enter Dragon Ball, I'll be the most Chad person there. I mean, how could you not? I just noticed Iron Man was a Chad also. Good lord,
I mean,
it's horrible.
Look at the amount of money he makes.
Typical Chad. Typical Chad.
To answer your question about today,
Oh yeah, how is your mouth, I guess?
oh,
Were you answering my question, Dragon?
yeah,
It's.
it starts today.
Oh my god. Let me set my alarm.
You mean you had to be there by 5? Or start there by 5?
Eat is food for me. That's for my medicine so that I don't feel like somebody just beat me to death.
So, what time do I have to be the hut? What time? 10?
Between 9:40. Depends on the train, but she says she'll tell you which train she's on, which is on the screenshot I sent you.
Alright, now I gotta set my alarm for 9:12. What time is it? I mean, what's today? Monday? God.
Yep, my Friday.
Son of a biscuit. And this is cutting into my GTA time. I like to rob banks after 7 o'clock, and everybody knows that. You think this is a joke? No, it's PM, Zero. It's PM. Zero's like, if you mean AM, nigga, that time already passed. Alright, so here's how we're gonna do this. I'm using Captain Marvel. I'm also using She-Hulk. I'm also gonna have to use Spider-Man, because I want to get that black suit. That's all that I ask of people. Thank you. You're too kind.
Captain
Yeah, I did say I wanted Captain Marvel.
I asked for Moon Knight, but I guess I'm not gonna get that.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna get that. Fine, Zero, but I am getting her to level 150. We can swap, I guess, after that. But I need to use Shield, son. I like her freaking greatness. That and she was the only Hulk that broke the fourth wall.
I would be fighting for if she was the red one.
Oh, no, 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 see.
I would like her and Red Hulk. I doubt they're
Watch.
gonna do that.
No, they're probably gonna make them costumes, I guarantee it.
If they make Red Shield a costume, I'm sorry, Zero. If they make Red Hulk a costume, I'm sorry, Zero.
Nah, son, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to kill you on that one. I've been a fan of She-Hulk since my existence. But I do respect the red one. I don't like how they made her in the comics now. She looks like she freaking could just vomit out blood and acid on me. And then claw my freaking legs off. Cause what is she?
Supposed to be fused with like harpies or something.
Yeah, Red Harpy. That's what she's called.
That's supposed to be Red She-Hulk.
It's Red She-Hulk fused with the Harpy transformation Betty underwent.
Herpes. Why do I hear herpes when you say this?
That's what I thought too, because that's what that form may as well give you. The sad thing is, the freaking one of Hulk's personas is getting it in with that form right now.
Of course.
You said Hulk is sleeping with his freaking cousin or whatever?
No.
I thought that was nothing new.
That was in another universe they were smashing, but I'm talking about Red Harpy is smashing the Hulk and freaking in the mainstream right now. Like one of his personas, I think he is Joe Fixit. He's like, I still love you for what you are. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you do, but you wouldn't want her to just turn back? I would have been happy if they just gave Red She-Hulk wings, but they made her just look crazy.
Can you refresh my memory when you get the chance to look this horrible film?
Sure. I'm sure Zero will probably be able to pull it up before I can.
That way that I can like wash it down with something flavorful.
Sure.
My first practice scope will be urban. Big Betty's cartoony.
PSN a text message.
Either, whatever's easier for you.
Alright.
Where the hell is the standard brush at?
My bad, I neglected battle almost. I sent it via text. I also don't like how they did my boy Doc Samson. They freaking... I can't wait for the text message.
No, I said, you said Doc Samson. I thought he was dead.
Nah, Samson came back. Remember, he's Gamma like the rest of them. So after the One Below All was putting in work reviving his Gamma children, he brought back him. And I know I told you the Abomination was dead, and somebody was wearing his skin like a battle armor. He's actually back.
That sucks.
Yeah, the black chick who hangs out with the Hulk, she got the power to see ghosts now. I was hoping she would have turned into another She-Hulk, but that's just not gonna happen. You sound so loaded, man.
Oh,
You still sound low to me.
He sounds fine to me.
really? Before I had my mic away from my mouth.
A while before you had it sounded a lot better to me.
What, like this?
Yeah, that sounds a lot better so I can hear you.
I said, who's the black chick that hangs out with the Hulk?
A reporter. She went to hell with the Hulk when he went to meet the leader in hell. And after he found out the leader was controlling the green doors and junk.
How ironic.
This is the storm Morales told us about.
I just sent the same pic to Zero. But I gave him an in-detail comic pic, son.
Based on that broadcast,
They both still look revolting, but yours looks a lot better. It looks bearable.
Oh, my bad, guys. Yeah, I'm loading Zero's picture.
The text message didn't reach you yet? God.
Oh, yeah, that reached me. I just seen Zero's message, that's why.
Yeah, Doc Samson, he's back, but then when he died in hell again, fighting the leader.
I don't know. I need my She-Hulk back. So
Yeah, that's what
this
I
is
said.
this the abomination.
Yeah, that's what I said. When Samson died in hell, apparently, freaking, he swapped bodies with Sasquatch, so now he's Doc Sasquatch, and the Sasquatch's human persona, Walter, he took Samson's body, and now they gotta find Walter so Samson can get his body back.
Yeah, 'cause I had Samsung's handcrafted by God's physique. I'd probably go just as far to get my body back.
I mean, if I had Samson's body, believe me, I would too. I mean, he was built ridiculously. But you know what I found interesting about the freaking Marvel character though? The longer his hair is, the stronger he was.
They put a little bit of the real Samson and Doc Samson.
Oh, and this dude right here, the Maestro, he's running around the universe as we speak. I wonder what a fight with him would look like if he was on the same difficulty as the whatchamacallit, the Super Adaptoid. Look at that, he's already dead. Called the Hulk Buster for no reason.
What the hell? How did he take so much damage?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you broadcasting through Twitch or YouTube?
YouTube. I'll send it.
I can't. Try sending it through phone if you can. Cause
That's what I'm gonna do.
I really think they removed Messenger off their main site for reasons unknown.
Wow. Facebook Messenger or PSN.
No, just text me on the phone.
Oh, I did. I sent it to you, and you know you and Dragon
Okay.
basically, but I sent it.
Okay. I thought you did through Messenger. Alright.
I would definitely love. I wouldn't mind Moon Knight. I'm not a big fan, but I like it.
I like this version of Iron Man a lot better.
What, the superior Iron Man?
Well, I guess so. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's the costume when he was a douchebag. When I told you he poisoned the water to make money off of people wanting to be pretty. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Yeah, during the Marvel Access story, when the morality of heroes was swapped with villains, some heroes got titles even though they were villains. Like Iron Man, he was still running title and work. His name was the superior Iron Man. His whole thing was all the negative aspects of Tony Stark were amplified to a ridiculous amount. Pretty much, his thing was, oh, everybody wanted to be pretty. He spiked the water with extremists or something else. But when people actually accessed his app, it would allow them to pay for the extremists to make them pretty. And he charged a ridiculous amount of money to where people were killing each other for it. So,
Wow.
yeah, he was like, oh, you want to be pretty? Well, pay me. People were robbing their families, killing their friends. It was crazy. The Avengers were also assholes. Like, Hulk was so scared. He's used to being angry, but he was so quiet and sad. When he finally got mad, he hulked out into another Hulk
Army of our worst
and tried to eat
I'm
Nova,
sure you'll agree
the
that
kid version too.
we need to take down
The
whatever
kid
foes was
version?
resurrected, or we'll be faced with a
Yeah, there
daunting
was a kid
prospect
Nova
of
running
the
around, some kid Nova. And Thor, he was just a douche on an exponential level. He felt as though because he was a god, everybody should be worshiping him and the Avengers. He was like kiss our boots, basically. Falcon, he didn't want to be Captain America anymore. He was like, yo, I'm Falcon, son. I don't care, son. Lick our boots. Iron Man, well, I already told you about him. But he was worse than that. But he had his own title. It was a whole 5 comic issue of nobody stopping this man. And who else was there?
We're dropping you down to
My
sensitive
I
location.
forgot.
AIM is on high alert, so
soul
look out for any
you.
forces in the area.
But yeah, this was a comic series when you actually want the villain to save you. You saw Carnage down the block. Well, save me. I like the Access stories.
Guard team. You're gonna have to take them out before you can enter the facility.
I think the X-Men also had the Access too.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
I assume we're not going for crates.
I'm not going for no goddamn crates. I don't got the patience. I am. You know, I wonder when Iron Man flies, does he play Iron Man by Black Sabbath in his head? Or whoever made that crappy song, what that song. 'Cause that's what I hear when I'm flying right now.
I just like the beat.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I hear in my head every time I play as Iron Man now. Makes me feel more beefy. I don't know who's using Hulk, but this is all completely unnecessary. Took my kill. Oh yeah, I also think Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man was freaking shrinking down and jumping into people's heads and killing them.
Unnecessary.
Yeah. I know Ultraman just I think just killed Bloodsport or almost killed him
Facility for the clones location.
because Amanda Waller sent the Suicide Squad.
To the lower
Hmm?
floor to find a
By
target.
Ultraman, you mean my fan-bodied Superman?
Yeah, the one that's Superman on drugs that you like more than any of them.
Oh, yo, that's my nigga.
Your boy Bloodsport came to try to capture him because Amanda Waller's mission is Suicide Squad, kill the crime syndicate, basically. So he came in with kryptonite, and Ultraman was just sniffing it and getting high and stronger. He's like, wait, there's more of this stuff? There's more kryptonite? Because I think he took it all in his universe and snorted it. So when he saw kryptonite, he had Bloodsport by his neck. And then Amanda Waller sent the Suicide Squad, and Ultraman was like, "You think I need the Crime Syndicate to beat you?" AKA, he just soloed the whole Suicide Squad like they were children's toys. But they ended up,
Fight.
huh?
That doesn't sound like a fair fight at all.
No, it's not. But let me tell you something different about this Suicide Squad. The reason how they won was because Amanda Waller had got Superboy to join the Suicide Squad. Connor Kent, you know, the clone of Superboy and Lex Luthor.
Wow.
Yeah, so he couldn't even hold his own against Ultraman though. But he actually turned the tides when he actually let go and decided to actually fight to kill. But when he was caught off guard, Ultraman beat the dog piss out of him. But Ultraman was not happy, so last I checked, he rang for the crime syndicate. Wait, what's my? Oh yeah, we gotta get the door. But somebody's on the dot.
Damn, it's the random guy.
Yeah, so he rang for the crime syndicate. And the story of how they came together was crazy. They came together to conquer the planet one day when Starro had put his little grips on Ultraman. See, the thing about Starro that the movie Suicide Squad didn't tell you, he doesn't have to attach himself to your face. It can be your body. He mainly goes for the face.
Wow, I actually didn't even know that.
Yeah, Starro the Conqueror is broken. And that's literally that's his actual name, Starro the Conqueror. Because he literally conquers worlds. And he brings them to their knees.
I just like how when he walked forward, he looked at niggas and said, "This is my city, son."
I like how they had to look.
I instantly thought
I
about the whole
know.
city.
You know what I did like, Dragon? When they put the little verses up, they were like Starro the Conqueror versus the Suicide Squad. I was like, you mean molesting them? That's what you meant to say, right?
I was walking by my mother watching that, and I'm like, "Is that Starro? Why does he look like he's in? Why does his animation look like it's some guy wearing a suit like back in the old
Yeah, I
Godzilla
thought the
days?"
same thing. I was like, this looks like a fake Starro. Also, they couldn't hold Starro like that. You couldn't hold the Conqueror like that. But believe it or not, you can actually hold him in a freaking fishbowl, though. But he does have telekinesis, telepathy. He has a list of powers. But he's in all honesty, he's like a jellyfish. I mean, a starfish. Put him in some water and put him in a bowl, and he's good. Yeah, but if you put him in the right container, like in most cases, you'll see him put in a standard tube with like nothing to get out. He's stuck in there. And let me tell you something. Batman also saved one of Starro's stars, I believe, or he made one. And he trained it as his son, and it's called Jarro. It even has a little bat suit. Yes, this is canon. It's like when Batman stole baby Darkseid from his daughter. It exists.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, Starro should have won that fight 5 times over. It took the whole league with Green Lantern to win. The squad should have died, actually. But yeah, the Crime Syndicate fought Starro, and Ultraman circle jerking himself was like, these starfish only here because they know I'm the strongest. Only I can stop the Emerald Knights, the Green Lanterns. They're here for me. Me. Me, 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 me.
I actually like that name better for Green Lanterns.
Emerald Knights. That's a storyline name, actually, in their series. And a movie that I love more than anything. It's like Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. Tells you stories. Like the one Green Lantern who defeated, what was that nigga's name again? Krona. One of the Lost Guardian, one of the Guardians of the Universe. He beat him Dolo.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, it's possible. Hal Jordan did it when he freaking shot a blast of concentrated will while Krona had all the entities under his control. But he was more powerful in terms of his will was greater. But Hal Jordan's always recognized as Green Lantern GOAT. Like, he's always the best of the Green Lanterns. Even when one of them becomes the White Lantern, which is God, it's like, Hal's still better.
I like how no matter what scene they're in, Thornton doesn't look like he fits in.
Well, I mean, he's a Viking.
I know, but it's like, it's interesting to me seeing that. He just looks like he's out of place and in time.
I know Thor did go back in time in one comic to fight somebody. Oh no, he went back in time to recruit young Thor, and he went forward in time to get old man Thor so they could fight Gore the God Butcher to stop the God Bomb. Pretty good story, because it led into... What'd you say, Dragon?
That's the thing where there was multiple Thors. They had to fight a guy who kills Thors.
Well, he was a god who kills other gods. He was Gore the God Butcher. Because, see, after Null the symbiote god was defeated back in the past, his sword, all black, the Necro Sword, many people used it, but eventually ended up in Gore's hand. And Gore was tired of gods, because they didn't answer his prayers or anything like that. And this comic also revealed that when you pray to Thor, or let's say you pray to Odin, they can actually hear your prayers, but they just don't answer them. So the god that Gore was praying to never answered him. And so he got mad, and when he finally got that Necro Sword after a god using it was killed, he took it and started killing other gods and enslaving gods nonetheless too. Like, he made them like simple niggas, and he enslaved them and used them to make the God Bomb, which is a bomb that would destroy gods all across time, space, and I believe the multiverse.
That sounds ridiculous.
It
So-
all sounds ridiculous.
Bro.
It does, but
Because of some other nigga who didn't answer prayers.
yeah. But not only that, Thor had to get help from freaking young, unworthy Thor, and freaking King Thor, who was arguably the most powerful Thor up to date, I think, because he soloed a Necro Sword Galactus and a Necro Sword Ego to Living Planet, which is pretty much give them the sword that it took 3 Thors to stop, and he soloed them.
Agents in the field have identified the location of an aimed data vault. The vault
Yeah,
contains
he even has the
secret
Odin
real
Force,
combat
now called the
systems.
Thor
It
Force.
needs to be destroyed.
Nah.
Get in there, take out the server vault, and get out.
That's just what they do. Like, even if Dark got it, it would be called the Chris or the Yoshiro Force.
I don't like that name.
You don't like that name, but that's just what it is.
I mean, for a team, nah.
It's not a team, it's literally just the power that's given. When Thor's father, Odin, died, he had this power that he got from his father that was called the Boar Force. But when he got it, it was called the Odin Force. And when he dies and he gave it to Thor, the power was called the Thor Force. It's not a group of people, it's a power. Thor's grandfather was broken, because he was just powerful. Thor beat him by a sheer stroke of luck, though. And I didn't know if a Asgardian kills their king, they're instantly rejected by their people, even if their king was trying to murder everything and everyone. But that's neither here nor there. You know Iron Man has Thor Buster armor, which doesn't
Not
work either.
surprised.
It doesn't
Oh,
even
I'm
work.
actually surprised.
I mean, it could fight, but it didn't beat Thor. Like the Hulkbuster armor, it's like a trend. If he saw a dragon as a Thor, he might make freaking Dragon Buster armor.
Is this
Just
the
for
same map that was in the beta?
yep, just for Dragon to just freaking tip over Iron Man's armor.
What are you talking about?
I was telling Dark, Iron Man makes armors to fight people and they don't work. Like he has
Wait,
Thor Buster armor and it doesn't
y'all
work.
already had an elevator?
Yeah, we killed everybody.
Wasn't that just one room?
Wow.
There's 4 of us.
That's just one room.
Dark, there's 4 of us, Dark. We're all very
That
powerful.
it's just one room.
So what did you want? What do you want, Dark? You wanted more of a fight?
I wanted the door to open.
Yeah, right. Those load screens, Dark.
It's just one room.
Those load screens, Dark. Hidden behind load screens. 4 load screens.
Wow.
Right now, we're in a load screen, I bet.
Shot baton of
Let me
my
stop playing.
Sound like an old manager.
You know who oh yeah, War Machine is coming. I'm surprised War Machine is coming. I do want to use him. I wonder what his special is going to be. I wonder they're going to give him the proton cannon. That's just me being happy. Oh, get out of my face, man. You know what would be cool if Avengers did it? The ability to swap ultimates out. Like, say if characters had different ultimates. Like, what if somebody wanted to use the Hulk Buster, but instead this dude wanted the proton? Or what if Captain America got the Cosmic Cube for one of his specials and he fired a freaking Divine Blast?
That's like watching Black Widow do Puny God.
Yeah, I had to stop that because I'm not wasting that. Let me shrink him. And he's strong.
whack challenge for Hulk now.
I like how that giant mech is just accepting his beating.
He has to. What else is there? Well, Dark, when you see the Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, another Hulk come at you, what do? You gonna try to move? You gonna ball your fist up and fight?
I'm not gonna stand there and just get smacked up by doing nothing.
You have a
Even
lot
though
more
knowing-
balls than
yeah.
most people do.
Even though knowing it's a losing battle, I'd rather have more dignity going down actually fighting than to just let them smack my face around.
You have a lot more balls than most people. I think even more than me, because if I saw the Hulk trying to fight me, I'm a freaking just be like, yeah, I give up.
I mean, in a scenario where I'm pinned to the wall and they're gonna punch me regardless of my decision, I will.
I don't want my legs to break in the process.
Your legs will break anyway.
Who died to have us lose our stars, though? Oh, my mission chain is complete for the month.
I died once or twice.
Alright, who am I using? In the spirit of Dragon, son, I might whip out Kamala. Or maybe I might just whip out Black Widow.
Hopefully your character's weaker than mine so that I can actually get this stupid challenge done.
Black Widow is 55. Kamala is 13. Matter of fact, let me go with Captain America. Wait, what level's your characters?
90.
Oh yeah, I'm still low than you. I'm like level 82. It's time for me to call in the Avengers, son. Do I really want Captain America, though? Because I know if I use Black Widow, I'm going to be a sitting duck. But I did say the characters I would level would be Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, and Cap. Or do I want to use Hawkeye? Not Clint, because you know he's a loser. Alright, pick the mission, Dragon. Oh, okay, you want me to pick? Cool.
Cause I gotta do this dumb mission. But I gotta kill
Alright.
this. I gotta do 2 missions like that.
Alright, cool. What do I want? Oh, there we go. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh, that's single player. Good God.
One of the missions I need to do is single player. I just keep forgetting.
Eh. That Min Q status, son.
You join?
No. Yeah. I'll be alive then.
I won't. I'll be way in my slumber.
You know, I wonder what Dark would say if he was there when we were fighting, when it was me, you, Rob, and Zero fighting the real super adaptoid.
He would have been entertained with his cereal bowl.
Yeah, I know. But I just want you to know, son, you and Zero were MVP that day, son. Cause I didn't.
So they put on their big boy pants?
You don't understand, Dark. This was the real super adaptoid, son. This dude was one-shotting almost every time he farted. He even decided that it was okay to separate into 4 individuals and still obtain the power to one-shot. And so did his clones. And then on top of that, he has the ability to bombard the whole field. Wait, why isn't it starting? Zero's
I'm
like,
liking how this is turning out.
Zero's like, let me help you out, son.
How do I mirror in this?
Zero, I know. I cried. I cried, Zero. I lost everything that day.
Why do I have to go past a 15-second advertisement just to get 5 seconds of information?
Zero, as a Courage the Cowardly Dog fan, I cried when I saw that. Cause now they can't do a reboot.
What happened?
Nah, Zero was just telling me about how Muriel died.
Wait, that's actually...
You didn't know the voice of Muriel died? No. Yeah, the voice died, so I'm like, I died on the inside. She brought me...
Yeah, the voice of Eustace passed away a long time ago?
Yeah, but they got a second voice that almost sounded identical. So people didn't know, unless you looked it up, really. Because I know when he died, I was still very young. I think he died in 2003.
It was still broadcasting on TV at that time.
Yeah, Courage was... Fool. If Courage had kept going as long as Ed, Edd n Eddy, I don't know. But I know out of all the cartoons of its generation, Courage was what brought the weirdness. Yo, son.
They actually wanted to see how far they could go with the amount of darkness in their cartoons without being flagged.
They went pretty far, but they should have went further. Look at Invader Zim. They didn't ask them to stop with the grossness. You didn't think it was gross when you saw freaking that dude with the turkey necks or the chicken neck? Or the fat rolls that were like 18 of them? Now, I'm a big dude, son, but his fat rolls were like, my God.
I remember when he ate all the guts of every student in the school.
Yeah, exactly. That was also weird. You didn't think that was weird? That was messed up. And then there was the lice episode. You couldn't tell me Zim wasn't weird. And then your boy Gurr was there too. Wait, did we do this one? Did we do this one? I don't know. Sue me if we did this one.
Wait, how does he find that mirror option? See, plug in.
Then there was your boy freaking... Who else? Oh yeah, Dib was weird too. Then there was the movie Enter the Florpus.
I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too. It was a good way for Zim to return. 1 month after Rocco's Modern Life. They planned that.
And the fact that the sister had realized his identity, but she still didn't give a damn.
I know, right? I also liked how they showed what happens when people become glued to chairs, son. Dib was like, more chair than man. I was like, bro, you can't be serious.
I remember there were like memes of Zim and the sister being together. Because
I
of their
believe
personalities.
it.
I actually believe it too.
Then there was their father who was in the show but was the most absent parent ever.
Nah, he redeemed himself near the end. He took on looked like the entire empire solo.
Yeah, I respect that. But the tallest wasn't having that, son. That's another thing. They really called them the tallest. And Dib pointed out, they're your leaders because they're taller than everybody.
Yep.
Some of them could be smarter than them. But it just wouldn't matter because they're not the tallest. And I found that to be so funny throughout the whole series. I'm like, why are they called the tallest? Nobody answered it besides Dib because they were taller than everybody. I was like, wow, that's sad. Remember the episode with the planet jackers? Yeah, that was crazy. I also miss Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, here's the mirror option.
I do remember when he got more modern in that movie when he came back to Earth.
He has eyes.
I think the game is frozen for me. Oh, now we're going.
Avengers, we've discovered the location of a high-security AIM server facility. If you gain control of the login stations, I should be able to hack into their systems and steal valuable information for the Resistance. Be on your guard. This facility is likely to be defended by elite AIM synthoids.
Captain America. What the U.S. military is supposed to be.
What the U.S. military wants to be.
What they think they are.
Yo, son, I'm looking at this video of me and Dragon versus this squad on Uncharted 4. I only remember because this squad tried to violate.
You can gain control of AIM's network from
Huh? Yep.
And that was crazy because they got killed by Black Potato.
Yep.
Dude, the golden dude.
They literally sat there and called me Black Tomato Master.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was for me because they died in the end and we won. I gotta say, Captain America got hands. Gotta break that SSD drive, Dark.
The SSD. The solid state drive?
Or the external hard drive, I don't know which one it is. But I'm breaking this stuff. I wonder how much money that just was.
A lot, I imagine, especially if it's in here.
This is true.
This looks like their server room that you're attacking.
I need
The-
access to multiple terminals. The more the better.
If anything, the Hulk's ball should be shrink down to 0 in that room.
Protocol if they gain access.
Why?
You cannot let them.
Server rooms are supposed to be like freezers to keep everything cool.
The Hulk's always on ready, I guess. I mean, the only person who would know would be Betty, and she's not here. Dragon's
She
like,
was
not
in there.
yet.
She was in there. Her nipples will be so hard it'll be sticking out through her suit.
I'm ready to embrace that.
Cause my first class in college was like right next to a server room, and I was freezing. I was just freezing my balls off in that room, and I was stuck in that room for like 5-6 hours, sometimes
gonna
longer
snatch 'em
because I
from
gotta
me?
get a project done.
Feels like that, that's why.
That
Dark's
moment
like,
when that Hulk looked like a mutant from the swamp coming out.
oh, like Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I want them to add Man Thing, or is it Swamp? No, yeah, Man Thing to Avengers. Dragon's like, you're stretching. I'm like, but I'm gonna try.
I like how they have an endless supply of machines and the disposal. Where's the soldiers at?
That's the problem that me and Dragon and Rob are talking about now. Where's
I
the
guess to
life?
keep it rated T for teen, so that way people won't question when someone like the Hulk punches a dude in the face. He should be splattered into bits.
That was so fake. I don't know if you paid it. Blush, I don't know if you paid attention, Dark.
What?
He threw his shield all the way over there and it bounced off the walls for like 30 minutes. And he just grabbed his hand out and got it. I respect Captain America, but God. This must have been a drop zone mission.
I wish you could still move around during this grace period.
Right.
Maybe in the PlayStation 6.
What Dark meant to say was the 7.
Excellent work, Avengers. I I was able to
What you
obtain
really wanted to say was the
significant
5.
aim intel.
What
Yeah,
Dragon
but
meant to say was, if we can't do it
being
now,
that, being that, well, looks like this game can't keep a whole one room without a single loading screen. They need higher end technology.
they need to consult Hydro. Speaking of which, where is Hydro?
You think he want to be in there?
The Red Skull?
Especially when the Hulk is right there.
Wow. No, Dark, when I meant where's Hydra, I meant like, where's the Red Skull at? And I meant like, where's the company?
Oh, I don't know.
They're the supervillain group Hydra. I want to cut off one head and two more takes their place.
Mark my territory. I'm actually liking ZBrush a lot better now, knowing that it's my
Alright,
own.
let me change from Iron Man. Dark's like Madden's.
It hurts to get up. I don't wanna get up.
Dark's like, nah, I don't want to get up.
The house.
Alright, somebody else select the mission. I did want to beat Uncharted 4. You know, Dragon, watching these scumbags makes me want to play Uncharted.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm watching that video of that squad that literally called me Black Tomato.
When is that coming out? I'm like, is that next year?
Never.
No. Factions is done in development. Every game's so big that they couldn't launch it with the game.
Look, let me know when the online itself is out. I wonder, do they still play Fall of Cybertron?
Recent intel suggests AIM is running further illicit projects in Venture Ridge. I suggest we pay the town a visit to disrupt them, and remind Monica the Avengers are a force to be reckoned with. Okay, looking under control from here. You need anything else?
Wait, what happened to y'all?
Well, I'm all about duty. Bye.
What the hell? I'm with a whole nother team?
That's what I don't see Zero. Or you.
I just left because it put me in a whole nother group.
I blame Meat Canyon.
Don't you dare blame Meat Canyon.
Because I got a cup of milk.
You just reminded me.
I did.
Just extra healthy. Non-junks do not want to come out at all.
Last time I went to the dentist was like a year ago, and prior to that, before that, I haven't been to the dentist for like 4 or 5 years. And when they check my teeth, they're like, "How the hell do you not have a single cavity yet?"
The last time I was at the dentist was when I went to the hospital. And the only thing they were
Also,
pointing out were my wisdom teeth, and that was over, I think, 4 years ago. Same thing. And all they were saying is that my wisdom teeth are going to cause problems in the future. So let's just get them torn apart.
Yeah, my wisdom teeth gave me cavities.
Yeah, that's what they said mine will do.
I think mine are grown properly.
Rob said some are grown properly, but they should just be taken out for some reason. I forgot. They could eventually cause problems. Might not be now, but they can cause problems even if they are grown properly.
Cause I could feel it. They're straight up.
I feel like mine were straight up at one point, and then they bent.
Mines are short.
She said my sucker was huge.
And if I feel, I don't know if my top wisdom tooth is sharp.
What? I look forward to you going through what I went through. I already went through that. And if it gets even any sharper, you can expect that sucker to be growing right through your face.
It's short, but sharp.
Mine was probably bigger than yours. My sucker started freaking. Like, I would just be like drinking my own blood. I'd be like, why does my mouth taste so good? I'm like, oh, shoot.
Reminds me of that time.
Oh man, this is bad.
Reminds me of that time I mentioned that story about a box of wine that fell next to a coworker, and he showed me the amount of blood and how it took up his arm, and I just looked at him like, must resist. I had to look away at some point. I was truly getting bloodthirsty. That happened to me in Universal Studios too. When a tourist, he fell. He was drunk. He fell off the sidewalk and busted his head, and some of his blood was on the pavement on the floor. And when they told me to clean it up, when I got to the scene, I just crouched there and stared at it closely, mesmerized.
Somebody else you said had to clean it.
Yeah, somebody else came over. They asked me, "Are you okay?" Huh? Yeah. So they cleaned it instead.
Oh my God. Rick. No.
I was actually thinking about licking it off the floor or scooping it up with my finger and tasting it.
Alright, we're on different levels with that.
I just drink my blood casually.
Huh?
I just drink my blood casually, man.
I mean, I do too.
I actually put it on a burger at one point.
It says she joined, but I don't even see Zero.
That's what I'm saying. No, I don't. Dark, I sent you something. Rick and Morty related.
Did you know?
Yeah, man. It'll change your whole view of the franchise. It'll make you question, is Rick really the Rickest Rick of them all? God. Why'd you do it, Rick? Why'd you do it?
Sent me 2 things.
Oh. Oh yeah, Morty has an incest baby.
I think I read about that. But that baby wasn't made naturally.
Wow. Sure.
I'll try.